Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're live again, and today you will be with me and Fernando.
Hey guys.
You will see my hands moving from one video to the other one because we're in the same room. But then you can see us a bit better with two cameras. So I think that I will leave the stage to Fernando in 1 second because today is the day we will do the video that you asked us for. So how to create SVG files, and then we will import them in the custom object manager and create our 2D object. So Fernando, I will stop talking right away. If we will have questions, I will then show them and we will answer them, but you are welcome to start with your presentation.
Thank you so much, Silvia. First of all, I would like to say thanks to everyone that is here. Thanks, Silvia, for the invite. It's so nice to share the knowledge that we have.
Just 1 sec. You have to unmute your mic because my system says you have to do it. Just perfect.
Oh.
Okay. Now it's nice. See, first timers, they make mistakes. I hope it's gonna be just this one. So, guys, today what I prepared for us. First of all, just to clarify, we're gonna work with two approaches here. First of all, we're gonna work with the Pay software. Just take a look with it's the most prevalent software in this area to create vector files, and one that is completely free, and those tools are really similar. It's almost impressive how much we can achieve today with so little. So before we start, I'm gonna just go to this app that is Adobe Illustrator. Today we're gonna speak about Adobe Illustrator and Inkscape. Before I go through some tools and how we can do our workflow, I just like to go back to basics and clarify some details that are important for us. That is, first of all, why in magicplan we use the SVG vector files, and why we don't use the raster files that are like PNG files, JPEG files. And briefly, I promise you I'm not gonna bother too much with technical stuff, but I come across some information during my experience in the field, and I have this feeling that when we know a little bit more about the whys, it's easier to build anything. So raster files are files. They're basically built in a fixed grid. What I'm saying about that? Do you remember when you guys were kids? I'm really old, so I remember to play this game that is almost like a naval battle that happens in a grid, and you put some pins, and of course, the 90 kids, they're going to remember the Windows version of this game. So the vector files, they are in an infinite grid. This grid can be any size, but the image files, they are built in a fixed grid. So every image that you see, you can see here in this example, if the grid has a lot of squares, we have more resolution. If the grid has too many squares, we have less resolution. In terms of the vector files, we don't have this constraint. The vector files, it's based on a calculation of points in the grid. Since this grid is infinite, is mathematically infinite, we can build any type of drawing, and we can do it smaller or bigger without any constraints that we have in images. So this is why we use SVGs. So I bother you guys too much with this technical stuff already. So what I'm gonna do is, first of all, I chose two challenges for us. First of all, a tip. I would like to give this tip for you guys. The Noun project, it's a wonderful website. You can download our sorts of images and vector files, icons, little elements that you can use it, and you can use it straight away. But the thing is, since we are working with a completely free workflow, you have those elements embedded with the name, with the creator. It's fair, right? The person that created that file needs to be always present on the description of the project. But sometimes it's not a commercial project. It's a project that you are doing yourself, or in the end of your project, your commercial project, you can give credit in the end. So when we download this file, you guys are gonna see, and just choose like a basic shape here for us that has a lot of curves, because today we're gonna learn a little bit about the Bezier tool. So I'm gonna download this. Sorry. Just sign in here. Just a second, guys. Sorry. Yeah. Right, Silvia. So, even better, reframe this action that I just did. I'm gonna find fire here. And I'm gonna choose the same elements that we were discussing beforehand, or some fire that it's just similar, like this one. And instead of this, let's think, I just have a image of this file. I'm just gonna do a screenshot, and I need to recreate this inside of a software. So I'm inside of Illustrator right now. If you have Illustrator, just go ahead. This is the basic screen that you're gonna see every time that you open the software. And then I'm gonna do a new file. And this new file, I'm gonna ask like a base working area of 300 by 300 pixels. Okay? The color is RGB. Make sure of that. And the screen resolution doesn't matter too much for us right now.
For those that are not, let's say, technical, RPGs, what does it
Yes, because we have color profiles. Those color profiles, and thank you, Silvia. Sometimes we think that everybody knows everything, and the things that we know, it's a common sense, and it's far from the truth. These are color profiles. RGB, it's green, red, and blue. They are the colors of the monitors that we work. Since we are working in an environment that is basically screens, we're gonna choose that. If we need to print something, we need to choose the different color profile. That is the printing profile, the CMYK profile, that is for printing. Okay. So I have the file here. First of all, I'm just gonna save in any place in my computer. I'm gonna call fire live, and I'm gonna press save. Here I'm gonna do file, and I'm gonna just import this image that I can do via the drop down menu, or the easier part is just drop it in. Easy like that. So I have this file here. I have my background. This black line represents this area that we created, that is a square. Why we chose a square? Because this square area is basically perfect for the magicplan app understand our drawing. Okay, so another point that we're gonna look towards, it's the layer section that you guys going to see here on the bottom is the layer section. I'm gonna even detach this layer section here to show you guys. Oh, Fernando, but I opened my software and I don't have all those boxes displayed. You can just come in Window and here, Layers, and all the tools of the software are here. We're gonna focus on basic tools today, but you're gonna get the point. First, I put my image here, and now I have one layer. Next to the eye, where I can see and hide my layer, that is a space that I can lock or unlock. I'm gonna create a new layer, clicking on the 3 bars on the top. I'm just gonna say okay, and now I have almost like a sandwich with the image in the bottom and a transparent paper on top, where I can draw. So in the tools section on the left corner here, I have a bunch of tools. Looks intimidating, but it's not that much. This one that is a pen, it's a pen tool. We can call Bezier tool also. And if you hold over, you have some tips, some animation showing how it works. We're gonna choose this one, and we're gonna learn something that in the first 3 or 4 dots that you're gonna create is gonna be a little hard, but you're gonna get the hang of it. You're gonna click with the right click in the mouse, and again, you're gonna click again, and you're gonna hold. So click and hold. And when I click and hold and I move the mouse, you're gonna see that this curve is gonna appear. I'm gonna let go, and you're gonna see, even when I let go, this point is still here. It's gonna say to me, come on, do the next point. So I'm not gonna do the next point. Just to clarify some things right now for us, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna choose the black selection pointer here. So now I have this line, but if I bring this line over here, you're gonna see that the line has like a fill color and a line color. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do, again, there's a lot of information, but guys, don't worry. This is, you guys gotta get the hang of it really fast. In this box that is called swatches, we have a box, a little box here that has a red line crossed through it. That it's gonna make my line that I just selected here with the black pointer transparent. And the line itself, again, in this swatches box, you have the fill and the contour. I'm gonna click on this contour element here, and I'm gonna choose like a bright color, like a pink. So, okay, the pink is here, so I can see on top of my drawing. And this line, I'm gonna just let here in the corner. I'm gonna grab my tool again, and this time we're gonna do an exercise that people that work with CAD and other softwares, they are super used to it. But if you're not, don't worry. We're gonna do a click here in the base, and did you see this line? When this line ends, that it's right here, I'm gonna click again and hold, and then I'm gonna do the curve. It's not gonna be perfect at first, but it's good enough. We're gonna come back and we're gonna realign it. So again, looks super crooked here, like, oh my god, this is not gonna be good, but don't worry. Click again, and then we're gonna click again, like doing this point of the fire. Click again here, hold and move, click, hold and move, click, hold and move, again, click, hold and move, and to the end. To the end, you're gonna see in the pointer, it's gonna appear like a little dot that it's like just a line, just a circle, because we are closing this
Can we
line.
zoom in the page just a bit?
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe.
Like this. I'm gonna go back. To go back, we're gonna do Command Z or Control Z on Windows.
Okay.
Okay? So again, with my Bezier tool, if in some moment I lose my line, I can go back and it's gonna, this tool is gonna show like a little line like, oh, you need me to come back to this point and move forward? Yes. So you're gonna see the line is gonna reattach, and my last point again shows the little dot. And then I'm gonna click and move. So it's there, but not quite there. So let's fix this. Again, what I'm gonna do is with the Bezier tool, I'm gonna, or the pen tool, I'm gonna click and hold on top of my menu, and this menu is gonna show to me a pen tool with a plus, where I can include a point on my line, a minus, and one that is just a section, just almost like a empty arrow. I'm gonna choose this, that is called the anchor point tool. And now what I can see is, and for move your drawing from side to side, you're gonna use the space bar tool to transform your pointer in a hand. Okay? So we're gonna be able to move around these curves. They were ugly, and now we can make them better. You're gonna notice that when you click on a point, it's gonna show the other elements, the other arms of this Bezier curve. And again, we have this ugly curve here. So how can I bring this point to this section? I'm gonna grab now the white pointer, click in this point, click and hold, and bring it here. And I can move the Beziers and put in place. Again, using the space bar tool to transform any type of tool in my hand to move my drawing. If I need to zoom in and out, here we have the magnifying tool. Maybe it's not appearing here for me, but I can, I'm so used to the quick access, that is the Z tool, that I'm really bad sometimes on. But again, here the magnifying tool is here, so you can zoom in, and if you want to zoom out, you're gonna hold Alt or Command to go in and out, plus and minus, holding Option or Command. Okay, so again, we have, I'm gonna grab my white pointer. I'm gonna just tidy it up just a little bit here. If one of the arms of the Bezier is not appearing like happening here, I'm gonna just go to the pen tool, the anchor point tool. I'm gonna select the anchor point tool. I'm gonna click and I'm gonna move to show me again the curve. So I'm gonna adjust it here, and then I'm gonna adjust over there. So with that, we have a fair representation, and you guys can see it's all the points are movable, and this curve, it's almost infinitely adjustable. So when you have your form in terms of lines, we can even hide with the eye here, the bottom image, and we have like not perfect, but it's there. So what I'm gonna do it right now, it's fire, so let's choose something like orangey. So I'm gonna click in the middle here to access the fill. In the swatches panel, I'm gonna choose the orange, and I don't want this line anymore. So I'm gonna click in the line and then transparent. So now I have my fire here. I move here and I'm gonna wanna go back. So Command Z or Control Z, okay? To come back. So I don't need this image that I brought here anymore. I'm gonna click in the layer. I'm gonna bring this here and I'm gonna throw in the little trash bin that is in the bottom, okay? The fire is here. We have this background that is 300 by 300. And what we want to do to prepare this for import to the magicplan app is to bring this drawing as much as we can to the borders. But when I do like this, I'm deforming it. And we don't want to do that. So we're gonna hold Shift and let's go hold 4. And I'm gonna bring to the corners as much as I can. And these annotations around the drawing show me the size of the drawing. So it's almost 300, so I'm good. 299.5, it's almost 300, so I'm good. With this element selected, I'm just gonna align now. On top here, we have some align tools, so align to the center and to the middle, and then we have our icon.
Okay.
Not every icon you need to draw from scratch. We did like a fairly complicated, and this was by design. We choose this fire icon because it has a bunch of curves, but normally what we could do is when we do something like this, or if we are building something, some icon that has basic shapes, we have in this corner here in the left side a rectangle tool that shows rectangles, rounded rectangles, ellipses, and polygons that we can use to build basically anything. Like for instance, I need a star, I can bring a star here, and so on. So not everything you need to draw, but if you need something that is more specific, this is the way to do it.
Okay.
My drawing is ready. I'm gonna go to File, and I'm going to export because we're gonna export as a SVG file now. So export as, and here I have a drop down with a bunch of ways that I can do it, like from BPN, PSD, JPEGs, but we have the SVG here. So I'm gonna select my desktop and I'm gonna export. One thing that is important is with this SVG selected, I can use the artboards because we can have multiple artboards inside of the software. Like you did 3 or 4 drawings you can do in the same file, but we are not gonna do this right now. We're gonna just export, and the basic settings here are more than okay for us. I'm gonna do a OK, and my SVG is ready to bring to magicplan. So
Perfect.
there was a lot of information, a bunch of tools. Fernando, I didn't understand anything. There was a lot of information at the same time, but don't worry. The most important things are, first of all, if you're gonna draw something, Bezier 2. If we're gonna set up your file, a square file that we need to bring to the edges the element that you want inside magicplan. Okay? So I'm gonna close Illustrator here.
I have a question from Sam.
Oh,
Saying,
please.
I personally don't create SVG objects, but alternatively,
Yeah.
find icons that I want to convert to SVG,
Yes.
but struggle to do this with free software, especially when trying to make the background transparent.
Okay.
Can you demonstrate this?
Okay, I can demonstrate this. I will open now this open source software that is Inkscape, and I'm gonna create a new document here, and you're gonna see, guys, shocker, it's really, really, really similar. That's not much to it. So you're gonna see in the Illustrator, we use layers. The layers are here. We use the fill color and the stroke color that are here. We need to export to SVG. The export settings are here. We use align to the background. The align section is here. So it's, again, the same process, but now we're gonna do in this setting. First of all, here, the only thing that I'm gonna do, basically the only thing that I'm gonna do different is, in, again, the left side, we have all the tools, and one of the tools, it's the tool that controls the page that is in the background, like my area of work. So I'm gonna click here, and on top here, you're gonna see a drop down with A4, that it's a page. I can choose any type of format that I want, but for us, it's gonna be 300 pixels by 300 pixels. So 300 by 300. So instead of millimeters, we're gonna do something different. That is here to control what's in this specific software, what type of measuring you want to do. You're gonna click with the right side of the mouse, and you're gonna choose pixels. So now we're gonna have 300 by 300. Again, because the software decided not to like me, to make me, to make me blush here in front of everyone on the live. Again, guys, the same tools, magnifying tool to approximate. So we're gonna get closer, and Silvia, to transform my magnifying glass to a hand, what I'm gonna do?
Space.
The space bar.
Click on the space or tap, not click.
Yeah. So space bar to control my background. Okay. What did we do beforehand? We brought an image here. So we're gonna do it here again. Here it's a little bit different. We're gonna file, import, and I'm gonna go to my desktop, and I'm gonna find the image that's it's my screenshot here. I'm gonna press open, and the basic settings here are okay, and I have now. So layers, again, my image is in the layer section here, where I can have an eye and a lock button. With this locked, what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab the drawing tool or the Bezier tool to help us. So first of all, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the points, but you guys will see that here, specifically in the software, you need to close your path so the path is created. That's the only change on comparing the Adobe Illustrator to this software, basically. Besides those little changes on the menus are in the different places, it's the same. So I forgot the name. Sam. What Sam asks, Sam, you have some problem, use this software, bring an image of the icon that you want to create, and real fast you're gonna create it here. I'm gonna click one time here, one time in the curve, again here in the curve, here on the cusp, again in the curve, doing the same thing, clicking, holding, and moving the mouse. Click, hold, and move the mouse to the end of my fire. You guys saw that was super fast. Guys, I'm used to the workflow, and you guys gonna be doing this as fast as me in no time. So again, we're gonna come here, and now with this ugly fire, we're gonna click 2 times, a little bit different from Illustrator also, and I can move the points and organize my points here. Oh, Fernando, but I'm seeing this blue blob, but I'm not seeing the image in the background. What I did wrong? You did nothing wrong. You can come here on the fill section and say, I don't want to fill, and I go to stroke and ask for a color on your stroke. That's it's a little bit tricky here because the controls are a little bit different to reach a color. Here, because of the color wheel, we have a control that it's more based in a color wheel setting, but no problem, we can find here the same thing that we used before. It's just play around with the settings here. I'm not gonna go into this, but
you're gonna get to
you're gonna pick a color. Just click in the wheel where you wanna go,
okay,
and you're gonna go there. Okay, so again, just putting my points where I like to have them, and when it's done, black pointer, my fire, and then I'm gonna go to the fill section, and I'm gonna put the orange on my fill section, and on my stroke section I'm gonna remove my stroke, and I'm gonna have again my little fire here. With my fire here, what we did last time, we're gonna repeat it. This image, I'm not gonna need this image anymore. I'm gonna unlock here in my in the corner of my layer, and I'm gonna press delete. I'm gonna have my fire here, make it bigger. If I hold shift here, you're gonna see nothing's gonna change, but here a little bit different again. But the turning back point, like the Control Z, the Command Z, is the same. I'm just gonna click in this locker here to make my the sizing locked to each other, like from X and from Y locked, and I'm just gonna bring to the corners.
Perfect.
Okay, I did this. Now I'm gonna export the tab here, export. I'm gonna go here in the bottom where we have PNG. We're gonna choose SVG. I'm gonna choose a place to save it in the desktop and Fire Live, but Fire Live 2. And I'll save the SVG, and the Fire Live 2 is here. The difference that you're gonna see is, looks like this artboard is too big. There's a huge area here, but it's just because of the visualization of the file. If we open this file on Illustrator, for instance, I'm gonna open Illustrator here really quick. You're gonna see that everything is in the same place.
Okay.
Square. The fire is there, everything is in place, and you guys.
It's not a problem if you see that white area around.
No, that's
Okay.
that's no problem. It's just a matter of having this ready to input in the magic plan, and we don't have any white areas around the icon that makes this icon or custom element hard to move, hard to position inside of the app. You do this, you are golden.
Okay.
So, Sylvie, I'm gonna send you a fire. I'm gonna share with you. Maybe I'll airdrop to you.
Okay.
Tell me if you received.
Yes. Accept. Save. You sent me both files already, or just one?
Just one. It's basically the same workflow, but I can send you the other one, no problem at all. I'm gonna do one thing then. I'm gonna change the color so it's easier to understand which one is which.
Okay. So this is the second one that we did, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay, let's make it blue.
paint it blue.
Tiffany blue.
Tiffany
We
blue.
like
So I'm gonna export again.
Okay.
I'm gonna choose a place here, and I'm gonna grab the name here. That is 2. I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna replace. So the Tiffany blue fire, I'm gonna share.
Okay, let me accept, save to downloads. Perfect. Now I have both files.
Yeah, Sylvie,
Yes.
please do the upload for us, and after that I'm gonna I don't know if we have time or if we open for questions, but if you have a little time, I can show some basic shapes here that can help people to build their own SVGs. But you tell me, and you guys tell me what would be best. Okay?
Okay, so let me share my screen. Here we go. So you're now seeing my magicplan cloud, right? So I just take a collection that I already have in my cloud, but you can also create a collection from zero. Now, I want to create a custom object with the 2 fires, or create 2 custom objects with the 2 files that Fernando just created. So we can do here, create custom object, then we can call it fire orange, for example. So we know that it's the first file that we created before. Okay, then we can put it as an abstract object and resizable. Okay, and save and preview. Now I'm going to upload my file. So I will choose a file from my desktop, and I will take here the fire, which is in the orange color. I will do save and preview. Okay, if you see that your file appears here, then it's good. It means that the format or the size is correct, everything is fine. Okay, now I go back here on the top to my collection because I want to add one more fire. So create custom object. We can call it fire blue, and I will do abstract object again. Okay, everything is fine. Save and preview. Now I go down here to the 2D. I choose a file and we select the other one. 2 we have. Okay, save and preview. And here we go. And you see, even if we had a lot of white space around the blue fire, now it looks nice. It looks good, exactly like the other fire. Okay, so I just clicked here, I guess. Perfect. Now I have to publish this object, right? So that my Silvia collection 1 will be updated in the app. So I do here publish to the app. Okay. Then you will see this disclaimer. I can zoom in a bit. Your custom object is published. Okay, now let's take the app. I will just scroll down to check the updates. Okay, let's see. Up to date, perfect. Now I will take here, apply updates, yes. Now I enter my project. Let's take a room like the bathroom, for example. We can do insert, object, and we go down to Silvia collection 1. And there they are, both fires. So I can add the orange fire. I can put it here. Then if you tap on it, we can also resize it here from the side, right? So we can position it, I don't know, here, for example, and make it a bit smaller. Like this, you see, it will be resized. And we can also add the other fire. Let's take another room just to change a bit. Insert, object. Let me go down. And the other fire. Voila. And so you have also your colored objects. So you created your object, it's personalized, and it's also colored in addition. Okay, Fernando wanted to ask something. We have 5 more minutes, so if you want, Fernando.
I let you finish.
No problem, Silvia.
Change the videos.
The thing here is just as we created this fire here, some basic shapes, they're always available. You're gonna always, or in Illustrator or in Inkscape, they're gonna work in Mac or Windows, no problem at all. So on the side here, the side panel on the both softwares, on the left side panel, we're gonna have square shapes and circular shapes, for instance, that I can just include here. And let's think, okay, I have an icon. I would like to have a line around this icon in sort of like a badge mode icon. So what I can do is to include color around this, a circle around this icon, and change just the stroke of this structure here in pixels to be a little bit thicker. And I could do this with rectangles. I could do this with different sizes and shapes of polygons. So you don't need to draw everything. You have a set of these elements that are always available to you. So if you like to build something that is a little bit easier, or something that you can combine with another drawing that you already have, and you need to attach something to it, or even put some text into it, you could do that. Just remember to convert the text into vectors. This is an easy thing to do inside of the software also, but this can be talked about in a different class.
In another session. Otherwise, we have too many information.
Exactly.
Okay.
Fernando, is there something else that you would like to add?
No, Silvia. For me, I'm just like, if someone has any question or anything, but other than that, I was super happy to share a little bit with you guys. I hope was enough what I could show, but we can always do that again. And guys, if you have some questions, please, let's chat.
Okay, so maybe after this video I will put also the links for the 2 programs that Fernando was using during the live, so that you know where to find those, let's say, amazing tools, in my opinion. So you can check which version you like the most, or which is easier to use for you. And I would say, if we don't have any further questions, we can slowly close this live session. Still, if you are watching the replay and you do have questions, you can write them under our video, or you can also contact us directly here at this email, support@magicplan.app. It will still be me or one of my colleagues answering you. So feel free to ask everything that comes to your mind. And Fernando, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for all your patience hearing me. And I hope we see each other together again.
Perfect. I think that we will be able to do another session, because it's a big topic. We could talk about SVGs and objects for, I believe, at least other 45 minutes. Okay, you guys have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, depending on the time zone where you are, from Fernando and from myself.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.